I got one for my roofing company down in Florida. It was with an apartment complex. They've been having leaks with their roof, and they're looking to replace it with a metal roof. And then they got some other projects going on, so we're going to go out there next Thursday to get them a quote and kind of see what other areas we can help out in.
I of got an appointment this morning for my client in Northwest Arkansas. This is a plastic surgery center. I've been actually working on this one for about a year. Kind of went back and forth with the office manager the past year. Wasn't the right timing, but we picked up a really big client late last year, so I've been really trying to get back in touch with her because it's right in the same industry as them. So I think we'd be a great fit for them. Reached out over email, finally got back to me, and she wants to meet next Tuesday. So I don't have user count, server information, really any competitive intelligence, but I know who their MSP is, and I know they're a perfect fit for us, so it should be a great conversation.
I got an appointment for today for my client out in Dallas. It's with an engineering firm. Got a hold of the president actually yesterday. He was interested in seeing what we do. Currently working with somebody, but wanted the apples to apples comparison because their contract's coming up. Just wanted to see what we bring to the table. He sent over some times and we got it set up, meeting next week just to kind of get them that quote, see what we do.
I got one this afternoon for my IT client in Ohio. It's an absolute mind melter. 1,000 users, 60 locations. They do have a bunch of physical servers as a lead weight from a couple months ago, and I had followed up with them. We got it scheduled for a couple weeks out. Introduction call is going to be over Teams. We're bringing other people in to work remotely, so they're also looking for pen testing, so I'm really excited about this one.
Got an absolute banger for my IT client out in Trenton today. I spoke with the IT director over at a big nonprofit. It's 140 users total, same number of devices. Their biggest pain point is pricing with their current provider. Feel like they're paying a bunch of money for services they don't get, so we're going to go out there, give them a quote for managed services, and hopefully get the deal closed pretty soon.
I got one from my roofer out in Jacksonville earlier today. I ended up speaking with a maintenance director at an assisted living facility. They actually had a lot of gutter issues. There was a poor installation there and it's causing a lot of overflow and other issues. So we're going to be going out next week to check it out and give them a few different options on repairs.
Any nice proposals or closed deals? Start with those first. Go real quick so we get to lunch. Right.
AMW closed a deal yesterday for $130,000 for a re-roof.
Who else? Who else got something? Ross.
We got 2 closed deals today. One for Panatech out in Green Bay. It's for $2,500 monthly recurring, and then another one for Diamond Systems out of Des Moines. It's going to be for $1,700 monthly recurring as well.
Money. Myles.
TechOn closed one for $3,200 MRI.
That's it? Any Logan?
Network Computing Solutions got out several proposals this week, but the ones I got out today were for $4,521 MRR and almost $8,000 in onboarding. I'll just go with the more expensive option, so I don't have to say everything. They feel really good about that. Hopefully it's signed by the beginning of next week. And then there's another one for $12,806 MRR, and then almost $20,000 in onboarding, and they have a follow-up meeting scheduled for that one too.
Very nice. Dillon.
Garage door repair for $1,200 for Elite Remodeling, but they have a $16,000 repair that they plan on getting signed in the next week or two, and then a replacement for $470K.
Who else?
I have my first 2 proposals for my California client. One was for 850 MRR, and then the other was for 7,700 MRR.
Nice. That's it? I said that's it. That was a lot. Not action. All right, guys. So kind of we were talking about the process of just always build, always making sure you got a pipeline. It goes up and down, right? Sorry. I think, you know, the economic factors and stuff, and there's tariffs and there's stock, all that stuff. The last month or two, I think it's been a little bit squirrely, but you're getting towards the end of the year. It's the holidays. People are feeling good. People are getting out of their head that the world's going to end. It's, you know, it's like, what are you planning for? If the world ends, it's over, and the dollar won't, it doesn't matter. So they're getting back in the saddle. They're buying stuff. They're making changes. And between now and the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of decisions to be made for the next year. There might be a big project or something like that, whether it's IT, roofing, or whatever. I know we've done that here. We've gotten towards the end of the year and we were doing an upgrade or whatever. Ask the contractor, hey, like, I want to kind of get this work done and get some of the spend on our profit and loss like this year, but can I also pay the rest of it, at the very beginning, like January 2nd or something like that, to get on the next, right? So if you have some opportunities like that that are big, call and say, like, hey, can we split this bill up for you? You got a $500,000 roof, do you want to pay $250 this year, $250 the next, or, I'm not an accountant, but I know that people do that stuff. So that's a good way to kind of get a deal signed and split it up for, tax advantages. Had some really good stories coming through. We had a client come through. We did the, going out to dinner, a lot of blue stuff, really cool stuff. There's a concert coming up tonight. Is it tonight?
Elevation Workshop.
Elevation
Worship.
Elevation Worship. If you want to go, shoot a message to Laura. One thing that we talked about in the chat, please, if you reserve a spot, please go to it. We know life happens and stuff comes up. Please be a little more respectful and like make a personal call or send a note to Laura if something does come up. Don't just leave the chat, right? Leave the chat. I mean, that's kind of tough to deal with, especially last minute. So again, just shoot an eye. Say what?
And you're older. You're trying to keep track of everything. Yeah, there's a line outside your office.
Yeah, it doesn't anyway, that would be very helpful. The HVAC units in the gym are getting replaced. They're going to start staging other HVAC units out here in the foyer. Okay, they're going to put some, board down to protect the floor. There's probably going to be like a dozen units, and they're going to go in various spots of this building. They're all custom ordered and stuff, or blah, 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 shipped over from wherever. They're heavy. Stay away from them. Don't mess with them. Don't cut yourself. Don't have it fall on you. Be safe, okay? But the gym stuff should be done probably today. At least that's what they tell me. So a lot of big upgrades coming through, like we said we were going to do, and fixing the building up. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yep, a couple things. Elevation Worship has 4 tickets available for tonight. We have 4 tickets available tomorrow for Playboy Cardi. There is room at Spooky Ball for a couple more people to squeeze in if you're interested in doing that. 1 week from today is what? Halloween. Come dressed and ready to go. We're going to have prizes for different costumes, scary, fun, blah, blah, blah. Best matchy, whatever. So be sure that you can come and show your spirit then. There are blues tickets coming up next week, and to the point about not canceling yourself, there are people that are on hold lists, and if you cancel at the last minute, then it's hard for me to get somebody that can adjust their schedule to come in and step in. For the walk tomorrow, we've got about 7, maybe 9 signed up to go. This is just real quick, 2 minutes tops. Reason why we walk, our family story, the walk to end Alzheimer's. Great-grandma Epp, Aaron's great-grandma, she made this quilt for him. You can look on the back, how she stitched it really nice in cursive writing. Second quilt, she got a little bit more challenged with her dementia and couldn't do a 12-block style, but she could make a quilt with all of the material from my little dresses from when I was a little girl. How fun. But you can look on the back and look, the cursive is gone. Okay, take a look at Evan Asher's quilt, Baby 3. No, it's like 4-year-old print font, and we had bought material together with cowboy fringe, gone. I think she burned it in the fire pit by mistake for trash, but it's a prized possession. There are a number of you that have come forward and have met with me. I know have used EAP, grief counseling services, losing loved ones, grandmas. We've had grandmas and grandpas this year with dementia. So if you are willing to join us tomorrow morning, we're going to be between 9 and 9:30, preferably out at Chesterfield Amphitheater, and then at 10, there's the opening ceremony and we walk. Driving a spooky ball, right, Coda? And camp, so that should be fun. Yeah, so lots to do here for us to build our teamwork and camaraderie and learn more about St. Louis and enjoy the events. So thanks very much.
Awesome.
T-shirts, if you raise $25 or donate to one of our team members, you get a Purple Hat Night Out shirt. Woo-hoo!
Awesome, guys. Thank you. Go have a great lunch.
Got 2 today for roofer in LA and then another one for a roofer in San Francisco. For the LA one, really cool opportunity. I had been in contact with this facility for the last month or so. Finally got someone good on the phone. They said that they lease. They have a landlord. Typically that doesn't pan out too much unless I find out the contacts. So they ended up giving me the cell phone for the gentleman who owned it and talked to him for about 20 minutes yesterday. Just had me wait to get a confirmation from the facility to make sure they were good with going on their roof so we didn't disturb their day-to-day. So got that scheduled for next week. Then got another one for a roofer in San Francisco. Talked to the maintenance manager, said that they have a bunch of leaks. Want me to talk to the executive director to make sure it's okay for them to receive a proposal, make sure it was something that they're actively looking at. So called the director, said good to go, just schedule a time with the maintenance manager. She'd like to be able to meet us while we're there. So went back to maintenance manager, got it scheduled.
Spoke with the property manager. They were looking at a full gutter replacement on their 27,000 square foot building. All their locations kind of had gutter issues, so just looking to fully replace it with Fargo Roofing. Should be a pretty good one.
I set an appointment for my roofing client in St. Louis. It was with a nursing home. They haven't had anyone out there to look at the roof in a few years, and they're also interested in some preventative maintenance. So we're going to go out there next week, and I think it's going to be a good opportunity.
I got an appointment today for my client out in Denver. I spoke with the director of facilities for a church and school. Currently, they have a roofing contract that they've been using for a while, but they were open to getting a second opinion as far as inspections, maintenance, and they also wanted to go over a few upcoming projects for next year. So we're going to be going out early next week.
Got 2 appointments today for my IT clients. First one was for my IT client in Florida. It's with a local manufacturer. Spoke with the operations director there. Currently handle their IT in-house. They have 9 locations, 120 users. We're going to meet with them a couple weeks from now. And other ones for my IT client in Seattle. Spoke with the IT director there. They have about 40 users. We're going to meet with them next week.